personal heroes.
You know, I have a lot of heroes.
What was my hero?
Your hero.
Superman.
Iron Man. Luke Skywalker.
I can remember being inspired, like most young children, by TV heroes.
I was inspired, of course, by science fiction.
I think we all had popular heroes, movie stars that move us emotionally or make us feel heroic. But I think I am who I am today because of my father.
My father was a hero of mine.
Because he protects me when my brother tries to beat me up.
A hero is someone I respect, like my mom.
My hero is my mom, and she inspired me to be a good person.
My hero is Shirley Temple.
I think my hero would be Winston Churchill.
My hero is Dr. Jane Goodall.
Elon Musk.
Take it away.
My greatest hero was my maternal grandfather.
Both of my parents are my heroes because growing up, they taught me that I can do whatever I want to do.
They pushed me to be a better person.
Well, everybody that plays into a person's life contributes something and is a hero in some way.
Well, to actually be a hero, I just think you've got to...
You need to be smart.
They'd be brave.
You're both the only people to be a hero. A hero means that you have to be determined and really, really, really want to achieve your goals.
Você consegue ser o que você quiser na vida, desde que você estude, trabalhe, persista e sempre faça mais do que esperam de você.
It takes a lot to be a hero. It takes selflessness, honesty, integrity.
Doing what you feel is right.
Sacrifice, perseverance, and accountability.
Makes the hero is brave as can be. They never give up.
Good morning, class.
I think that teachers are incredibly important.
Mr. Miller, my 8th grade teacher, a hero.
These leaders, these people that inspire you, they're everywhere.
Heroes are people who, by their actions and their presence and everything that they do, inspire you to want to be like them.
I think you need a pioneer spirit and just be willing to push the boundaries of what we can achieve as humans, as people.
Being Canadians, we love Chris Hadfield.
Chuck Yeager is my hero. He's my hero because he's the first man to break the sound barrier.
Tuskegee Airmen, those are the people that sort of paved the way for me with reference to aviation.
And I used to ride my bicycle out to the airport on a regular basis and just sit and watch the airplanes come and go.
My father was Singapore, the Air Corps, then the Air Force, then Reserve.
As I grew up, I had my own heroes. Charles Lindbergh.
Charles Lindbergh, he was, of course, the hero of a lot of young boys in the era that I had grown up.
I think you're probably going to get a similar answer from, I should say, many of the astronauts who are around my age. It was the Apollo program.
Oh yeah, lots of space heroes.
Buzz Aldrin.
Neil Armstrong.
When I was 9 years old when we landed Apollo 11 on the moon.
Y es un privilegio, es algo mágico realmente, esa experiencia, la conexión que hay entre un astronauta y mucha gente.
Belief in myself started with a very small act from a man named Gene Cernan. For many years, he sent me patches from each of the Apollo space missions.
Guys like John Glenn and Gus Grissom and John Young.
Alan Shepard Foote, Wally Schirra, John Glenn.
In my opinion, he came as an American hero, but he never acted like such.
So those are the types of people that I really admire the most. People that were out on the forefront of exploration, putting their lives on the line.
Those guys are the real heroes.
I was very impressed with their accomplishments.
I can't imagine ever doing what they do, and it's amazing.
They're all the same type of personalities. They work hard, they set goals, they achieve.
This guy's human being, so that's the end.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
We're not able at this time to get a specific identification on what the problem is. T-minus 40 seconds now, and counting. All systems go.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting.
Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept. One we are willing to postpone. And one we intend to win. on rocket is poised to hurl America's first man into space at 5,000 miles per hour. Alan Shepard will rocket through 115 miles of liquid air. He will weigh nearly 8,000 pounds and will punish the acceleration of the entire piece of rocket.
Another old desire of all pilots, when you walk up to the airplane, you always kick the tires just to be sure they're not flat. This particular rocket I was never going to see again. So I just stopped as I approached it, looked up into the glare of the spotlights, and took a look at the rocket. Sort of another way of kicking the tires, so to speak.
And then went back out in the Korean War, one people who had worked under stress and
and one of them, of course, was Charles Lindbergh. They asked me if I would sort of escort Lindbergh down on the beach watching for the launch of Apollo 11.
Over here, it'll be a memorable flight. Kind of like your first flight across the Atlantic. The flight I'll remember most is your Apollo 8. The first flight to go around the moon. Now we're gonna land on that moon.
As I walked with my arrow, looked up at that flaming camel taking off for the stars, it all came full circle. A spark of inspiration shaped my career, and my journey took me beyond my wildest dreams to places like the moon. We had just to turn that spark into a flame with the fuel of curiosity. To learn from our failures, never give up until the goal was reached. My heroes and their heroes before them were driven by this notion. So was the entire NASA team when they started this amazing journey into space. Our heroes and legends drive us into the future. Each generation inspires the next to go further into the unknown, beyond our solar system, beyond our galaxy. I can't wait to see where you will go.
start a journey, then you need to know where you're going, right? Fortunately, NASA has selected 4 possible destinations. First, there's the International Space Station. Did you realize that humans have consistently lived and worked aboard the ISS for more than 24 years? You're going to be making a lot of trips to and from this orbiting space laboratory for many years to come. Next is our closest celestial neighbor, the Moon. The last time we were there was 1972. There's still so much left to explore. You might want to visit an asteroid. How cool would something like that be? And then there's Mars. We have our robots there scoping things out. Which of these destinations do you feel most closely lives up to NASA's mission of space exploration and discovery? Any ideas?
Mars, there to
Let's
get
take a
stuff
look
there.
and find out. We're going to Mars. Now imagine standing on the red planet, millions and millions of miles away from the Earth, looking up into the sky to see a tiny blue speck where you were born. Now, before you can experience that moment, you'll have to answer 3 questions. Can you survive the long trip to Mars? How will you live on the surface of that planet? And can you return to Earth safely? And that sounds pretty difficult, doesn't it? In fact, these are some of the most complex problems that humankind has ever had to tackle. NASA can't do this alone. We're going to need your help. You see, the trip to Mars is long and dangerous, so we're not going to make it in one giant leap. We have to start with smaller steps first. These other destinations will serve as a proving grounds to solving the challenges that you'll face. Aboard the ISS, astronauts are conducting groundbreaking research to pave the way for your journey. And plans are in the works to redirect a nearby asteroid into orbit around our moon. You're going to use that asteroid to perfect the capabilities for your Mars mission. You might even find clues to the formation of our solar system there. Now, meanwhile, the moon will act as a perfect dress rehearsal for Mars. They both have far less gravity than the Earth, and they're both freezing. So now you know where you're going. We need to figure out how to make that happen. Let's go ahead and bring up Mars again. We'll hold it there. The launching point to Mars is here at the Kennedy Space Center. Now, from space, we get a much better idea of just how fragile and special our little planet really is. By exploring Mars, we might better understand our own home, our past, and our possible future. But before we can push beyond the boundaries of planet Earth, we have to push beyond the boundaries of our current science and technology. Microgravity is punishing on the human body. Your bones thin, your muscles shrink, your immune system weakens. We have to figure out how to keep you healthy on the trip. And even with our more powerful new rockets, you can't take everything with you, so you live off the land. It's back to basics, learning to grow food, make water, build shelters. On the Earth, we take for granted the abundant natural resources that sustain life. On Mars, you have to conserve and reuse everything, and I mean everything. Now, all of these things are being done to help us get to Mars. But human space exploration isn't just about pushing the boundaries of science and technology. No. It fulfills a deep need to understand our world and to explore the nature and meaning of human life. Pretty awesome. Let's see what NASA's doing today to help us get there. There we go. That's better. Wow, these are nice. Well, let's start here. That one's 1. Gotta go up to 2. Let's go to 3, 4. And I like this one. You're here today during one of the most exciting times in NASA's history. Since retiring the Space Shuttle program in 2011, NASA has been transferring low Earth orbit spaceflight to the private sector through a program called Commercial Resupply Services. 2 companies, Northrop Grumman and SpaceX, have been conducting resupply missions to the ISS, carrying food, supplies, scientific equipment. It keeps the station running and allows the astronauts to explore. The program is highly successful, but it's just the beginning. Because with NASA's Commercial Crew Program, SpaceX and Boeing are fine-tuning their vehicles with the goal of achieving safe, reliable, and cost-effective access to and from low Earth orbit and the International Space Station. Now, think about this. 100 years ago, there were no airlines. For just a few decades, and millions of people were traveling by air. Many of you probably came here on an airline and never gave it a second thought, right? Well, over the next couple of decades, commercial space transportation has the power to transform our world in ways not seen since the dawn of aviation over a century ago. Now, one thing is certain. It's going to take creative thinkers and problem solvers like you to help us on this incredible journey through space. Now that you've been briefed, you're ready to become part of the future of space exploration.